number. Are you sitting down? I mean, this is stunning. Nearly half of all unemployment benefits during the pandemic were likely stolen through fraud to the tune of $400 billion. What is that? The Friday Money team, Steve Moore worked for President Trump, Austan Goolsbee worked for President Obama. Gentlemen, welcome here. I mean, this is, if you want to make sure that people do not trust their government, just read a story like this. Steve, why is this happening?
Well, Bill, remember Bernie Madoff, who made off with all the money in that financial swindle of 10, 15 years ago. I mean, this makes this is the greatest financial heist virtually in the history of the world, if these numbers are even half accurate, and I believe they are. By the way, we've known that there have been scamsters in the unemployment insurance program for years. I'm not going to blame Biden on this. I think it's both the Trump administration and the Biden administration were asleep at the wheel, and this cannot persist. By the way, $200 to $300 billion was stolen. I didn't say million, I said billion. Yeah. These numbers are outrageous. It's the reason, Bill, that people are so angry at government being such a terrible custodian of our money.
Amen to that. Austan, can you defend it? I mean, who could?
No, what, you would defend it?
Ridiculous.
The only thing I'll say is Steve's right. It's not the Trump administration or the Biden administration's fault, because the states run the unemployment insurance systems. And so you've seen many states have way backward systems, which they can't process the claims. And when you cannot process the claims, that's what opens the door for fraud. Things being done online, there was a lot of fraud. The only thing I will say is this 50% estimate was from a CEO whose company is about fighting fraud. So it's probably not as high as 50%, but if it's 5%, that's a huge amount of money.
Totally agree with you. They said 10% is the bottom line percentage. Austan, your point about the states not being up to speed is very well taken. I mean, we're printing all this money, we're sending out the checks, and who knows whether or not the states that you're sending them to have the software that can handle something in the year 2020. Or now 2021. Steve, you're right.
Yeah, look, that's fair.
I went back over these numbers repeatedly because I was like, $400 billion. I mean, come on. But let me just make one clarification. The Office of the Inspector General said they have not lost the money, but at this point they flagged at least, this is another story, $5 billion in potential fraud. So what I'm telling you guys, whether it's $5 billion or $400 billion, it's wrong.
It's way too much.
Look,
that's right.
One other quick point about this is that a lot of the money is actually going to people living in Nigeria and people living in the Middle East and Russia. They've hacked the system. They figured out, how to get at this money. They say, oh, I'm Bill Hemmer, or they get a social security number of someone. And so the money isn't even the United States, Bill. It's flowing out to fraudsters all over the world.
Yeah, at least 10%. That's what they're saying, Austan.
At least 10% fraud. I don't know if it'll be that high. Whatever it is, we absolutely should go after the criminals that do that. Absolutely. And we should up the budget of enforcement, because that will pay for itself. I mean, you just
Guys,
go find the people.
If you want accountability,
all
you got to do is put this headline out there. I can't even understand how people would not be angry, Austan, when they hear something like this.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Steve?
Well, look, the other problem is there are a lot of people, we've known this, by the way, this is not just the unemployment insurance program. It's Medicaid. It's the welfare benefits of all these cash assistance programs have.
And it's high income tax payments, too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the point. A lot of people are collecting unemployment insurance today, and this is one of the most expensive programs in Washington. They're working, they're getting paid under the table, right, off the books, and then they're collecting unemployment insurance. And as you know, you can make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on unemployment benefits. It's just not fair to the people who are working.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen. We'll see you next Friday, okay? Austan Goolsbee, Stephen Moore. Thanks. Dana.